Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sunday evening, afternoon, or potential odd time zone, wherever you're at. I respect that. We're glad you're here with us here to come back into the Southlands, where we definitely don't focus on hedge mazes, labyrinths, hedgehog weddings, haggling, or the use of butter. I was about to say, or the use of butter as a pretty regular defense mechanism. So, welcome back. We're really glad to have you here. I think I'm just going to pass it off. We'll do some announcements at the end this week instead of the beginning because I'm excited to know what next.
Me too. There's no way I would have foreseen the first episode ending anywhere the way that it did. So I have no idea where we're going. I'm very much here for the ride too. Hello everybody, I'm Noah. I'll be your GM for the day. This is episode 2 of Into the Southlands. No matter what, it'll be funny. I've got like one of the funniest and most shenanigan prone cast of all time.
Yo, I had to lower my chair for my wig. It's been a long time since I can think that,
Are you getting ready to send us to the Shadow Realm?
I was just looking
precisely.
at it.
You have no idea what I have around me.
We're prepared for any possible.
This is my desk. I have a baby Yoda up here with a Ewan McGregor face mask on it. I have infinite amounts of props on my desk. Don't start with me.
Oh my god.
I am here for this episode. I'm Noah. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch as the Noah Enigma. I'm very excited for the episode. So that said, let's put the spotlight where it belongs on the wonderful cast here. We're gonna start with B or Phaedra.
All right. Is it because is alphabetical? Like because B is basically the first letter in the alphabet? Although Anita, I guess that would be the case. So it's not alphabetical. Dang it.
No. Oh, we could make it that way.
It's just betical.
No.
The stress of going first, it always gets to me. But hello, my name is B Zelda. You can find me on Twitter as @B_Zelda, podcaster, streamer, and I am here today as your resident Minotaur named Phaedra.
All right, and on to you, Anita.
Hi, I am alphabetically not second but first, but I'm still here. Hi, I'm Anita. You can find me on Twitter @Panita, PAHNITA, or @Critical Misses. I am a TTRPG streamer, and today I'm playing Moonshine the Magnificent, the owner and proprietress of Moonshine's magical marketplace of cryptic curiosities. And I'm glad to be here.
And moving on down, I don't know where you would be alphabetically because I didn't think that far ahead. But Trooper, it's on you.
I'm Trooper SJP, and I feel like Best Kind of Worst got to show off his props, and so I feel like I should be able to show off one of my props on my desk. And
It's
I feel
It's
like
only fair.
right,
Yeah.
and I feel like mine wins because mine has sound. It's a goat.
Oh, that's pretty good.
But it screams.
It's a screaming goat.
Pretty good. Where's my goat trophy? I have a goat trophy around here somewhere.
Why do you have a
one.
ghost troll?
A dragon radar.
Oh, your
I'm
Dragon Ball
gonna found some
radar.
Dragon Balls over here.
I really like that it green screens out.
Yeah.
I want all of these.
We'll never
can't
know
let
where
anyone
the
see
Dragon
it.
Balls are.
Yeah, I can't let anyone see the Dragon Balls. Bone will get pissed.
Right, yeah.
I don't even know what props I don't know that.
See,
I have
I'm
any
just saying
props.
it's about the screaming goat. So I am playing Gafir, who is they are a barbarian, but they most recently have been named by their Jinborn barbarian who has been named by their tribe's patron Jin to be a seer, which is a very sort of honored position in their tribe. It's just that they don't know how to do that. So there's a lot of adjustment going on in their life, and I'm very excited to find out how they adjust and what kind of new relationships they form with this crew, including, the amazing Phaedra, who, taught them a little bit how to make a wedding cake. They weren't super great at it, but they held things. They held eggs. They're like,
held things.
Yeah, you know,
bag of flour. Yeah.
Right, and probably stirred. Like that's the thing you give people who don't really know how to cook. Like, why don't you just stir that? Oh, just
carefully, don't spill it. Clockwise. Okay.
How did I not award a level for that milestone?
I know.
I have no idea.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I mean it was a whole cake and everything, but you know, maybe we'll make a second cake. It'll be fine.
I was so proud.
By the way, we didn't even get to eat because the villains ate our cake.
Yeah,
which
we
is
just
why they
pretty
were
much
villains.
had butter, and I still did not get my sparkle milk, so I'm a
No,
little
you
mad
did
about
not.
You
that.
did not get your sparkle.
Well, good news is we still got like today and then 6 more episodes for you to get.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, there is hope on the horizon.
I told you got to be out of your mind if you think that sparkle milk is not going to be a campaign through line.
It's actually all of my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 answers.
It is sparkle milk.
And at the very end, when we get to the big villain, and like there's like this like it's gonna be like that episode of Buffy, right, where the big villain's there, and then like Zach comes forth, is like, "Would you like some sparkle milk?" And the big bad is like, "All this time, I thought I should conquer the world, but all I really needed was sparkle milk and friendship." And then like that's
and
it.
then I'll roll like 3 natural 20s, and that'll have to happen.
Yes. Yes. And then Nora will be so mad, but be like, "Well, but there were 3 natural 20s."
Here's our
guys.
seer predicting the future of this campaign is what I just heard.
I mean, this works.
You know what? If my BBEG gets defeated by sparkle milk, I think I'm out the game, baby.
I quit. I'm turning this whole bus around and going home.
You know, like you're done with your intro.
I'm done. I
don't like what you're bringing forth.
I just want to shout out to that David Bowie hair going on up there with our hedgehog. That's all. Just putting some like, yeah.
Y'all don't even know. I woke up like this.
This is actually this is true. This is how Dot looks all the time.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm really glad y'all like my natural mullet.
She hasn't put on her wig yet.
What did I tell Eris and Noam in a chat the other day when I showed it off? Oh, I'm just party and party.
No business.
I'm just party and party. I'm Dot. Thanks everybody for being here. Your resident little Kobold Press Twitch streamer. I'm back with Ufu, our resident arena, which is a hedgehog race. Who's on a mission to assure that Gafir is safe.
You got this, little buddy.
All right, so I think we got through everybody. We're already having fun at the intro. Let's get ourselves together, and we find the camera drifting back at the end of what would have been a hedgehog wedding, where the bounty hunters that were originally there for Zat have gone their separate ways. And there's been a few hours of quiet now. Quiet and peace, enough time for you to, if you like, to clean up the hedge from all the mess and grease and broken glass. There's still a lone kobold in the hedges, just yelling, "The bull's to the left!" and running into stuff. But now he's running to get to the hedges itself, so he's not making as much.
Yeah, that's good. Snacking on some of the hedges for sustenance.
Yeah, he's.
So now there's been a bit of a lull and quiet, and we have our 5 characters. I'm assuming you're all still in the center of the labyrinth. So tell me, what do you do in these hours that pass?
I'm sweeping. Mostly while I think while complimenting the success of that wedding. Because to Phaedra, that was well and true, mostly a wedding. The ceremony didn't happen, but we had guests. We left them, we gave them cake. The beginning part of the ceremony happened with the butter. So yeah, they're just like, that was a wonderful event. I must say, the way the cake looked and everybody's attire. I mean, Gafir, we put one shoe on you, I think. We found one shoe. So then that was enough, Truly, truly a wonderful day.
I felt uneven when I walked with only one shoe.
That happens.
Half of you was fabulous.
Zat comes
But
over.
you carried it with such grace and such precision.
Yeah, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but that's not how an actual hedgehog wedding is attended. right?
But you said that it was.
Yeah.
No, for their sake, not ours.
So you lied? Or do you have more than one sort of hedgehog ceremony
Hey,
depending
we should
on
have
who
a
is
hedgehog
there?
wedding.
We, Ufu begins to like sweat. He's been over here like picking up trash. I don't know, there was a whole lot of trash, but he's been trying to help. And Ufu, yeah, he's been trying.
All the grief spells just dissipate.
Occasionally, we all lied, right, about the wedding. It was
No.
part of the plan. You
No.
didn't lie.
Jinborn do not lie.
That's a
I
lie.
was truly ready.
It's in the book. It is in the book. Jinborn do not lie. It's in the Southlands guide.
Ufu doesn't have this book.
You guys,
No.
you better get that book. Where can we get that book at, by the way? No.
I believe the Kickstarter is done, but you should be able to buy this book in like the Kobold Press
There
universe.
are whispers of a
Oh.
possible pre-sale, so keep an eye out for that.
And the book is amazing. It has a lot of things in it, including really weird Jinborn sayings, which are odd. And maybe one day I'll give you some of them, but they're weird. You'll love
So
them.
Zat
And then
comes up
the
with a bag
camera
of
zooms in, and we're back in the story.
Zat rounds the corner of one of the hedges with a pretty big trash bag full of butter. It's kind of like leaking, but he brings it over right next to Phaedra. Where would you like me to put this?
Oh, there's a pit somewhere outside. If you could just drag it all the way through the labyrinth and then outside and then about 5 kilometers to the pit,
Is it
that
a-
would
a-
be wonderful.
Is it a butter pit?
Just a pit.
Oh, and Zat kind of head down, dejectedly walks away, dragging the bag of butter.
We'll be able to find you.
There's like a slug trail of like.
I guess I'm mopping the ground again, or I'll just kick some dirt over it.
That'll
and
be
it's-
fine.
And it's about at this time you all start to feel a bit of a stiff wind. Those of you more familiar with this know that a sandstorm seems to be on the horizon. Phaedra, how do you usually deal with sandstorms when they come around?
I think I bake a lot.
Mhm.
The kitchen's a well-defensed area. I mean, again, I still have no roofs anywhere.
Okay,
Um,
I was gonna say, is this just a part of the part of the labyrinth that has a hedge covering? Nope, you just
No.
get beat up with sand. And
Pretty much, you know, that's why baking is important. You get what you can before the sand hits, and you leave it in the oven.
It's like
And then by the time the sandstorm's over, good.
You got some cookies.
Yeah.
this is like somebody going, "Hey, there's a tornado coming. Do you have a defensible location?" I got a living room with like 3 windows in it and a couch.
So I love this. So you all start to feel a bit of a stiff wind. Those of you familiar with this know that a sandstorm is coming. And if you're looking to your mentor friend, they don't seem to be too incredibly worried about it. I don't think so. But the rest of you know that this place is going to be whipping with sand.
I was about to say I imagine the spikes on Ufu's back like kind of sprick up on end and like licks his finger and puts it in the air. Quick! There's a sandstorm coming.
Yes. Do you prefer cranberry cookies, chocolate chip, or raisin?
Why would you want any of those things in a cookie?
Because they're delightful.
What about cricket's legs and
I disagree.
snake
Could you pass me that
skins?
pan
Oh,
over there?
Okay. We should get underground or in a structure.
GM, my background currently is a desert runner.
Yes.
I am a nomad, and this means I can read the environment to project the natural weather patterns and temperature for the next 24 hours.
Yes.
So with that ability, do I feel like there's a sandstorm coming?
You are the only one that does not know that the sandstorm. No. You feel it. You feel it pretty. There is something with your ability that you would notice, which is there didn't appear to be a sandstorm on the way earlier today. You thought today would be like a pretty clear day, and now you're getting telltale signs of sandstorm, which is very.
Yeah, because if there was going to be one, I probably should have known yesterday that it might have been coming, and it's And I go,
So it's just a very sudden shift.
I said, This sandstorm seems to be unusual, unexpected. I suspect it must be artificially done, or perhaps magic, or it follows on the heels of some sort of desert steed 4-person camel apocalypse. The 4 camel riders of the apocalypse who, in their wake come sandstorms, perhaps are on their way here, or a mage. Do you not know the story of the 4 camel riders of the apocalypse?
Yes, of course I do. Why would this be them, though? It doesn't matter. There's a sandstorm coming. We
Yes.
Gotta find some shelter, probably. Are those carts still outside, or did our friends leave us after they sold us out?
The one cart that you all came in is still there, but the rest of them got ganked.
Well, we could always turn over the other cart and try and set up a little bit of a shelter in there.
You can hear Zat on the further away. You say, "The sand's really angry, guys. What should we do?"
I don't like getting sand in my feathers. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
What?
Be careful!
I'm gonna molt!
Are we not inside a shelter now? Will this not help us?
Well, you see, I've never installed a roof. It's kind of all
see.
about the aesthetic.
Very open air, very
Crazy.
Do you all
very
burrow?
breezy.
We could
Yeah.
burrow.
I don't do that so much. I'm a bird.
Do I have a sense of how big this sandstorm might be? Like,
Yeah.
is that
Go ahead, roll me a survival check.
I will do so because I like things like that. Yes. A 7, which was super great. It's like it's the best roll. If only I were Zat.
You rolled a 1 and a 2.
I did. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Not bad.
A storm's coming. That's about it.
This storm, it seems to be on its way here. Also, it seems to be a sandstorm that comes from the sand in the desert.
Not the apocalypse.
Well, it could also be the apocalypse. It's unclear. But I must say that I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating.
You are
It's everywhere.
a
Yes.
Jin.
Like in my feathers? Like,
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely get in there.
I think Moonshine is onto something. Maybe a defensible effort. We can hide. All of you can hide under the cart.
you can burrow, because that's a thing that you can do.
That is true.
I would love to just hang out and exfoliate, if you don't mind.
Do we?
Oh yeah, whatever you want to do, go for it.
Oh.
This
Moonshine's
place,
gonna go over to the cart.
But this place has walls. Is it not safer than a cart?
Oh,
There's no roofs.
We
walls,
bring the cart
like,
into
like
covering.
really dense grass, you know?
I don't know if you've ever
Walls
done
with holes.
done this
Zat
before.
just like puts his arm through one of the hedges. Like, see?
I know, Gafir, you are a strong warrior, so you don't hide often. But that is
No.
the purpose of the cart, for you to hide.
Should we not bury ourselves within the hedge maze?
I mean,
But there's no roof.
But if we are within the hedge, then
I
we
imagine
have
that this
sort of-
sandstorm is going to
Yeah.
be up high. Like, it'll cover this maze.
Moonshine's
right?
gonna start moving the cart sort of into the hedge maze a little bit, so
Ufu
that way
helps.
there's.
That's gonna help.
Yeah, Ufu helps.
And then also, if I can, I'd like to turn the cart onto its side, so that way we've got at least like a wall, and then we can place something over top, like a tarp.
Oh yeah.
Or a table. Hey, we had tables from the wedding.
There's
Lots of
tables from the
tables.
wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we can like set up a table so that way it's like a little shelter. There's a roof on it.
Yeah.
like making a pillow fort, but with tables.
So wait, time out. Like, just so I understand what we're doing.
We're gonna afford.
Ufu goggles up. It's time for a sandstorm.
We're building a defensible position with tables and carts.
Yes.
I'm not helping. I'm baking.
Yeah, no, you got cookies. To
There
make,
will
right?
be cookies when this sandstorm's done.
Mhm.
And
They're gonna be
exfoliation.
Yep.
And I'm setting up like tarps so that way we can get as little sand in as possible.
Yeah.
Like
I've got lots of.
it's gonna be like a
table
blanket
cloths.
fort made with a cart and a couple tables and some tarps.
Can I
Okay.
use my persuasion to convince the sandstorm to not come this way?
You know what? Absolutely. Go ahead and roll.
I slipped you rolling that 20.
This is a bit, but let's see what happens. Okay, it's just 12.
Okay.
The sandstorm is not convinced.
Ah, dang. Okay, next time I'll up my performance.
All right. So, for our defensible position in the cart, can I just have you roll me you know what? I want to say 2 intelligence checks and a dexterity check.
Okay. Can do.
Can I help with the dexterity, maybe? Can I give some?
Yes, I
some
I
help?
will let you. I will let you roll the dexterity with
Okay.
advantage. This
Okay,
is just
so-
how well you can do the math. And putting this all together, and then the dexterity
I'm gonna
check is to
move
see
it.
how well you actually put the IKEA furniture together.
So that's 1 intelligence check at a 9. Hey, we're on to some good rolls today.
And that was 2 intelligence checks that I needed.
Oh.
Okay.
Here's
Okay.
the second one.
Okay. Cool.
So it goes here.
So
I'm doing real good, everybody. I'm super smart. Got a +5.
So very
help.
much like me when I try to put a frug together. You do get it, but it takes you a very long time. And right when it's starting to take shape of what you want it to be, just buckets and buckets worth of sand start to hit you.
I just do that thing that you learn when you're like, I don't know, when you grow up in earthquake country, right? Where you just go like, use the glaive to get to where one of the walls of the hedge is, go to the hedge wall, get down, right? And you just like cover your head, face toward the wall, low, just.
Huh. I did not grow up in earthquake country, so that's.
No, I'm from the
Scary.
Midwest, so like I have no idea.
You
what you're
get
talking
buried
about.
in a sandstorm. Okay, well.
I mean, I did.
But what I will say is I'm aware of the principle of standing in a door frame.
Yeah.
But the door frame is made out of leaves and grass.
Ahem, twigs. Very well woven.
Thank
Very
you.
well. So it's something to do.
Yeah,
Like you are all starting to get whipped
Oof.
about by this sand.
Ufu puts his hiney in the dirt and sings it around and then like tucks his goggles and burrows in so his spines are sticking up, but he's riding this out. He's done this a few times.
I'm Zach.
Ufu, you're fine. You've burrowed yourself.
This is
Phaedra,
no,
you're getting some really nice skincare work in right now.
Yeah, I have so much dry skin recently. So these sandstorms are really, really what helps. It exfoliates, it just like takes the layer off and it feels great.
I am like, I do not know how to get away from this sand.
Gafir,
oh, fur.
you're a djinn and you're
I'm an earth djinn too.
Yeah, you're an earth djinn, so this isn't the worst,
Yeah.
but it still sucks a bit.
But it is what is given. Although it seems unnatural, so perhaps this is not from the djinn, and we should not praise it. I will think on this later.
What are you doing as the storm comes?
Trying to hold up the tarps in the under area with moonshine, and just getting like my tail is just blowing in the wind like a piece of paper, just like and Zat's just like claws out into the ground, just trying to hold on as best as he can.
And Moonshine, I'm assuming that you're still are you still putting this thing together, or are you just
Oh
bracing?
yeah, I'm doing my best and I'm trying to brace. I'm trying to both brace and put the whole thing together, like
Okay.
sort this
Thank
out.
you.
Okay, I will say
Got my cloak of protection up.
I will say go ahead and make me another dexterity check at disadvantage to see if you're able
Cool.
to get this built
Okay.
while getting pelted with sand.
I need to be able to actually see my screen for this, so let's try this.
One goggle up.
Heyo. Okay.
So with that 5, unfortunately, you start to put the hex bolt in for the frug, and then it slips, and then you're like, oh, let me go grab my bolt, but then it is just immediately covered with sand.
You have no Allen wrench. It's terrible. You're like, what do you mean?
I should have spent the $15 to just get the kit that actually has all the tools in it. I'm trying to use like the tiny Allen key, and it's not working for me.
It's not working for you. You know, it comes with the keys that you need to put it together, but they're
so small, and my hands are bird hands.
Yeah. I imagine I probably
artificial with bird hands.
Can't come to school that I have bird hands.
I imagine I hear Zat being unhappy in that cat way, like that thing.
I don't know cats to ever be quiet about their displeasure with things.
Yeah.
No.
Zat, come close to me. Closer.
But there's sand.
Come closer to me.
Okay.
And once Zat gets into the space where I can kind of sense his self, I will just swoop him up in my arm and just kind of hug him in a shielding sort of way.
Purr.
So that I will
Whoa, it's so dusty.
You know, I don't like to be the bad guy, but I am also the GM.
I love it.
And it is a sandstorm, and you are blind. So we are going to make this a check.
Hey, I'm just waiting until Zat gets to space where I can touch Zat, and then I'll just. So I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not.
I thought you were reaching out for him, like I'm gonna grab you.
That's what it's like. Come closer.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Come closer.
Okay.
Come here, Zach.
I imagine them all burrowed in. I can feel the constant movement of them and the vibrations that things are not going very well for them above, right? As well as the smell of cookies.
I mean, that's the strangest part of this whole experience.
It smells.
You've been in a lot of sandstorms, having lived where you've lived, but this is by far the most delicious smelling sandstorm that you've ever been in.
Ufu goes, something is not right, and it's not just the cookies. And he pops out of the dirt, and he looks around, and he sees it. There's some struggle with the structure, and there's a lot of sand, and Gafia reaches out for a whipping tail, and he tightens his goggles down a little bit, Ufu, and he walks over. He has the ability, as a kind of monk that he is, to mold earth, which is pretty cool. So instead of molding a lot of earth, can Ufu walk up and take his bamboo staff and start to spin it super fast and deflect the sand from the area around them?
In fact, you can, because rule of cool, and that's awesome. Well, as you're doing that, you're starting to notice that this is a maneuver you've done in a sandstorm before. You know how sand reacts to you doing this. This sand in particular seems to be reacting in a very strange way. What did I say? It's almost as if somebody is moving the earth against you.
Oh, okay.
Told people there's no.
So go ahead and roll me an Arcana check first.
Do I know anything about the magics? I know a little.
Thank you for the raid.
Yes, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders.
Hey,
Thank
Raiders.
you, Tabletop Anthologies. Welcome in. We are in the middle of a sandstorm that is rather unnatural. I had 2 11s. Noir.
Yeah. Your opponent beat you. So.
Although I did say that it was unnatural already, so maybe that gives a bonus.
Okay. Ufu yells. I'm sorry.
This is more of a. So with me with Arcana, I also use Arcana to see your control over the weave versus somebody else's control over the weave, and that's what this is. And they were just barely able to overcome you, and it's starting to push you away now. Like it's almost as if all the sand is no longer spreading across this hedge evenly, but now it's just.
Yeah. Ufu said something's not right.
I said
that.
And hearing that, I think
Yeah.
I'll cast Detect Magic.
Ooh.
All of the sand glows.
And as I'm holding Zat, I was like, I spoke. I said this could be either a magician or the camel riders of the apocalypse. Are you not?
No, I heard you. I heard you up there.
Oh, thank you, Zat.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right, it's all around us.
What is the School of Magic?
This
Conjuration?
is. Let me pull the spell up. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-wah.
I'm here for it.
With the spell of
little in between jazz. Never heard
You
anybody.
cast a spell on me.
Yeah.
If I don't have an answer, I'll break into a little song.
The spells are calling us. I've had so much caffeine this morning. So.
Yeah. Zat on caffeine. I'm here for it.
Yeah, 32 ounces of, I think, a Red Bull with sugar, just more sugar in it. I'm ready.
This is evocation and abjuration.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Weird. Okay, what is this?
Okay. What is? I'm still spinning. What
Does
is
it? Can I discern a direction from where it is? From like a point of origin to the sand?
Oh.
No. What you see is the weave manipulating the sand. So every bit of the sand is covered.
Oh,
I go,
that's
what do
cool.
you say, Moonshine? Like yelling through the sand.
Well, this is definitely some kind of magical, a magical sort of spell that's causing this.
Oh, I could have
Some
told
kind
you
of
that. I'm still like
Evocation, ish magic.
So there is a source. Ufu stops the staff really, really fast and slams it into the soft sand. And Ufu says, "Show yourself."
The sand stops for a second.
Ooh.
And then Ufu, you hear, no. And then
With that small break, could I have seen like any sort of direction with my goggles down and my
I will give you
Eyes of
a
the eagle?
perception check.
all right.
Oh, Ufu has a bad idea. I'm gonna let Moonshine do something smart first.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for my perception check. I'm okay perceptive.
Yeah.
With Eyes of the Eagle, it has advantage, but I'm guessing the sandstorm grants me disadvantage. So it'd be a straight roll.
Yep.
I'm rolling great today, everybody. I'm doing such a good job. I'm killing it. I'm killing the game today.
But we have like a bad guy against us, and that, or you know, that's why our rolls are so low right now. Like that's
Yes.
later it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
They can't. They do unscrew. Shoot.
Oh.
That's perfect.
Oh, look at that.
Something
They do.
extreme.
And I can get rid of the lenses. Ah, blessings.
Oh,
Blessings.
that's so cool.
Blessings upon all of you. Thank you, Coldrake.
So with the spell, we can't really tell where it's coming from. Is there? Would it be possible to like how dark is it? Is the sand make it pretty dark?
It is making things darker. I want to say we're still looking at. I would say you got rid of your unwanted guest at around like 5:30. So now
Okay.
we're looking at like around a 7-8 period.
And we're still in the middle of the maze, correct? Or in the
You're
okay,
well,
or around the front.
no, you're closer to the front now because you were
You got the
with
cart, that's right.
Moonshine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then that can't help in any way.
Would you like a performance roll from me to see how amazing these batches of cookies
I would
that I've
love
made?
to see how good these cookies are coming out.
I really feel like I'm contributing to what's going on, you
It
know?
cuts back to like a nice, like dainty, wonderful, pretty music.
what
and
we
you're doing
don't-
it like
yeah.
in a nice kitchen, all
And
white
there's still a
kitchen.
storm, but you know, like, just like it's
Making the best
really
of it.
working, you know, the
Yeah,
beauty
It's a
regime.
super WandaVision moment right
We're
now.
we're gonna see you, and we're gonna be like, Phaedra, oh my god. Wonderful exfoliation.
Holy shit!
See, this is what I'm saying.
Sandstorm defeated by
cookies-
cookies.
These
These are the
cookies
best
are
cookies.
unbelievable.
Unstoppable. What if we just take one of these cookies and just kind of throw it into the sandstorm? Will it stop?
Yes.
You know what? It might.
The power of cookies.
It really smells good, you know? It's really been taken up by that storm.
Oh.
Things still suck, but man, it smells great.
I got a lot of sand in my nose when I smelled those delicious cookies, but boy, was it worth it.
Little abrasive in there, you know?
So now you all know that this is a bit of an attack. What are you going to do?
I have a super bad idea.
I love it.
I wonder if these are the riders on the sandstorm. The 4 camel riders of the apocalypse. Plague of locusts, mirages, drought, and heat stroke.
I swear to God.
Should we invite them in for tea and cookies?
Fear is. Why did Ufu sign up for this again? Okay, this mold earth also allows me. Can I change its consistency? Hang on, like I was gonna see if it told me. It doesn't. It doesn't. Never mind. Okay.
What's our plan here, folks?
If you don't have a plan, I have a.
I don't.
There's a difference between a plan and an idea. Idea is something that I have. A plan that I don't have. I am lacking. So, Zat kind of wriggles free of Gafir and just takes a piece of cloth kind of over his eyes a little bit, or he has a cape on, so he just kind of wraps a little bit of this like cape thing around his face, and he just stands up at the top, climbs up as much as he can to the top of the one of the hedges, and just goes, "What do you want?"
I assume to murder us. Does this not seem so?
Let's hear it from them first.
I see.
Give them benefit of the
I
doubt.
will give you a persuasion check. I'll let you roll a persuasion check to see if this person's petty enough to answer you.
Okay. I did like the no. 26.
Oh my god.
The sand dies down for a minute. And you hear in your head, the bounty.
Okay, they're definitely here to kill us.
I
Is that what they
so.
said?
I think they said the bounty, which is
Whose bounty?
I'm guessing.
I mean, your bounty. It's got to be your
Likely.
bounty.
Statistically speaking, it usually is.
Yeah, certainly don't have bounty on my head.
Nope.
Insight.
Nope.
I'm
nope,
insight
nope,
on everybody here. I
Nope.
feel like everybody has a bounty. I feel like there's like some suspiciousness here. I have a 4. I feel like only one person has a bounty. I note this.
I know this.
Zat pops his head open. It's like, I have an idea.
All right.
What is the
There's
idea?
no bounty here.
Yeah.
Looks back at you guys like,
He left with the rest of the guests.
yeah, there was a hedgehog wedding.
Bounty
He
the
left.
hedgehog.
Bounty the hedgehog.
Here. He's gone now.
A couple other people were looking for him though, so be safe. Wink, wink at you guys.
The storm starts to get more intense.
Whoop, Zat blows off of the hedge, straight down, collapses onto whoever's down there.
Should
Okay.
someone who is good at being unseen stalk our prey as a scout, sneak up behind them, and then stab them in the neck?
What about sneak up from under him?
I
Stab
don't
him
know.
in the leg.
That's one too. Anyone wants it, I can make you can't really see. But now that you can see much in the sandstorm anyways.
I could go try to stab him in the neck if you want, Gafir.
Think also Ufu is good at being stealthy.
I blend. We
I
can
haven't
come at this from
rolled in
2
stealth.
angles. He'll never see me coming if you go in.
Oh, I have the perfect idea. Zat kind of goes, digs. He goes over next to him, just piles of sand and dust, just piles up, and underneath it is where he set his disguise kit. Zat doesn't actually put on a mustache this time. This is the new thing.
What?
What he's
Oh,
gonna
I
do
don't.
is wrap himself as many shirts as he can to make himself look bigger, and then get these slightly bigger boots to make, or maybe just stuff his boots
Little
to make him
platform
look a
boots.
little bit taller and a little bit bigger. And then, no mustache this time. No mustache this time.
Oh man.
No, there's a mustache. I take it back. I take it back. There's a
Okay,
mustache.
thank you. Because I was really
There's a
worried.
gotta be at
mustache.
least
It's back.
one.
It's back.
Yeah.
It's back. If there's not a hedgehog wedding, there's got to be a mustache.
This is what my game has become, y'all.
So Ufu goes, all right, I guess I'll see you there. And like dives Scrooge McDuck style like into the sand and starts burrowing to see if maybe I can feel through the sand or figure out where this person is standing.
Give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay, I can do that. Okay, a 20.
Okay. You kind of peer off, and in one of the dunes about 60 feet away, you start to see a silhouette, just kind of on the top of the dune, arms out like this.
I'm gonna just start yelling, threatening things to distract whoever's out there from the fact that we have two people coming to go and like ambush them.
Yeah.
Just so like this will be like because then they'll know that we're still here, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So I will just sort of yell out things like with a 23 on intimidation. You must know that I am one of the most fierce warriors of my tribe, and I will take my glaive, and I will use the small tip of it to pierce your lower belly where your intestines are. And it's going to be like a kind of a long description of a lot of violence that will happen shortly when I decide to go over there and murder this person, just as a way to it's like a travelogue to just distract them from
Just a vlog.
Can I see? I can see Gifia right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to use Flash of Genius to add +5 to that roll.
Woo!
Yes.
Woo! It's 28 worth of
my
intimidating
God.
travelogue of intestines and detailed of anatomy and what happens when it gets taken out of your body through a glaive.
Oh, wow.
When your outsides are supposed to be, on your insides, go outside.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gafir. That was informative and terrifying.
You guys can't really see it, but the figure over there is just like, oh, that's intense.
Jeez, that's
I
a
might
little
not
too
sleep
much
tonight.
for me.
So
You
do
guys-
I?
you guys
I I pop my head out of the sand. The sandstorm's like, it's like, and I look. Do I see Zat leaving the hedge mates to come after? I want to make sure, Zat.
Zat is already out there. He's already
Great,
going.
perfect. I see. Okay, then I'll dive back in and continue digging under the ground towards this figure.
Okay.
So I now have a vague direction because I've heard the voice. I could use if it's too dark, I could use the cat folk dark vision to see, but I'm not sure if that's going to be particularly helpful because we do kind of know where he is. Would you say, Noir, that Zat does roughly know where he is?
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, you know where he is.
So then Zat is going to, butt up, face down, crawl stealthily as much as he can around the side of the dune to try to get behind-ish, or at least to the side. Would that just be a normal stealth check?
Yep, I'll give you a stealth check, and I'm gonna have them. Well, I'm just gonna rock with their passive.
Good.
Do my stealthy
31.
people get? Never mind. I don't need advantage.
31?
That's great.
Do you see why? No, time out.
Yes.
I'm not the world right now. I'm the GM.
Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about with my...
There's not even a tail whipping in the wind.
It's okay. There's balance on this table because my rules have been garbage.
Oh.
Wow.
All right,
I'll
we're
give
back.
you some of mine.
Wow.
Yeah, he does not see you coming in the slightest. In fact,
It's because the mustache. It's the mustache.
yeah, obviously. In fact, as you're sneaking up on him, you hear him just kind of talking like, I didn't even think intestines were that long. I didn't even know that. He said you could. He said you could pull them around the world twice. That's wow. That's educational and terrifying. Like you just hear this guy just
And on to the topic of exfoliation. Some people get exfoliated in a positive way. However,
he's gonna cut my skin off layer by layer.
Oh my
Which
goodness.
will make me look more youthful until I die.
Is he walking or standing still?
He is just standing still, controlling the weather, just talking to himself like, wow, I'm glad I'm over here because that guy has problems.
I'm trying to decide what Zat's gonna do here. Is this like I'm gonna sneak up on you and invite you for cookies, or is this like a...
This is
as you now that you're close enough to see, you see a copper dragonborn, which aren't really from around these parts.
Oh yeah, and they're bigger than me.
And he's dressed up in really fancy clothing, but clothing that's not for the area. It's like all silks and
that's gonna get ruined in the sand.
Yeah, not made for sturdy travel. He's just wow, geez, this guy.
Then I would Ufu, can you see me? I'm kind of behind him.
Yeah, well, at a 31, can I?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Can anyone?
With a 31, you're in a Pathfinder game being played.
Yeah, right. Like that. You're no way. So I imagine Ufu actually.
I'm just invisible.
Again, like 6 head up above the sand to try to like see you. Doesn't panics a smidge. Yeah, maybe you like wave a little, and I'm like, oh, okay. What?
I point to like a rock behind the guy. I'm like,
Meanwhile, the epidermis, there are many layers, and I will. Like, it's just now speaking of fingernails.
Wait for my signal. Ufu dives back into the sand and is gonna pop up with spines up into his feet to break his concentration on this spell.
I'm going to give him a 10% chance of having heard that.
That's fair. That's 100% fair. That's not good at quiet.
That's true. We are in a sandstorm. But
okay, he did not hear.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Ufu like burrows, and when Ufu believes they're right underneath whoever this dragonborn is, they're gonna try to use their spikes or their spine to like and break the concentration just on the sandstorm, so we can like figure that out.
So the dragonborn does have its tail like on the sand, and it's just kind of like wiggling around as he's doing the spell, just aimlessly talking about this really psychotic guy who's just.
Guy might have a problem.
I mean, the things that he can do with the glaive are impressive. It's almost like a doctor got a scalpel. Or got a glaive instead of a scalpel. That's what it feels like when this guy's talking to me. So like he has tail on the sand. So like you can pop up underneath the tail.
Perfect. I only do 1 point of damage, but
it's enough for him.
Is it enough?
Are you gonna do it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like stepping on a Lego in the middle of the dark.
Oh.
And what are you gonna do, Zach?
I'm going to, Zat's going to pick up the big rock right here and just go. Not enough to kill probably, but I realize I don't have any rope.
I will make
wasn't
you
sure
roll.
how many mustaches I can tie together to make a handcuffs.
I will make you roll the attack on that.
Sounds fair.
Like, is that an improvised weapon or a bludgeoning weapon?
I'm just going to treat that as an unarmed.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll give you +2 bonus to damage because it's a rock.
With advantage because I'm distressing this person?
You know what? I'll give you the advantage on the attack because he really is trying to figure out why are you targeting my endocrine system.
So now I have the
glaive, man. That's my hormones.
I will also destroy your regulatory system. Your circulation system will be terrible.
Goodness.
Your blood level, your blood sugar levels. Let me tell you about how
Just
with my
stab me, bro.
Let me talk to you about glucose.
So for this one, real quick, before I accidentally get us back on track, what buttons do I press on here to roll this properly? Because I've now looked at the screen for a little bit, and now there's so many buttons on this wonderful Roll20 application that we have that I want to make sure I press the right one.
Let me open.
Because it's gonna be a strength based attack, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So then you should just be able to roll strength plus rock.
Yeah.
Whatever Noir calls that.
5. Advantage 13.
Oh yeah.
13. And I'll give you the +2. Does that hit our
Armor class?
It does. It
Yes!
does hit him.
Yes.
Oh no.
So you hit him in the head with a rock, and he goes, "Ow! The fuck! Ow, my tail!" What the
And I pop up.
Does the sand die down?
This, you know what? The sand will die down, and you just see the most aghast, disrespected looking dragonborn. He's like, "Why would you hit me in the head with a rock?"
Well, why would you sandstorm all over our party?
Yeah,
So
we're
I-
having a nice party.
So I could bury him and bring him back to the.
Instead, you could
Okay.
come have cookies.
What?
I'm so Zap behind is getting his hempen rope and just can I start tying this guy, just running, like I'm not even tying, like I'll just like tie like a little like loop, put it around his leg, and then just circle around him like this.
You see the dragonborn is just standing there letting this happen.
I think you should come for cookies.
We got him.
Cookies?
No, I don't. There is quite literally 500,000 platinum on your head, sir.
Oh,
Ufu
Wow.
stops for a second and looks at that. Is that true?
I don't know this person, but I'm tending to trust them if that's the money that they want.
Yes, that's the money that I want.
Would it? But that's
Hit you again. No.
yeah. How much platinum?
500,000 platinum.
Oh, that's a lot more than I'm worth, I think.
You
Oh,
really
dear.
upset
One might
someone.
say.
Ah,
So, why don't you come for cookies and we'll talk about it?
we have a cookie prisoner. We have a cookie prisoner.
I see.
You
I
Zach,
just
see
like,
stopped telling the travelogue.
dragonborn. You see the
Pushing.
dragonborn that is covered with these
Hempen rope.
ropes. And then you just see a tiny hedgehog bury itself into the sand.
Oh.
Well,
And then he pops back up.
Oh. You can come willingly or in gaseous form. We have no preference.
I'm going to take that with me.
Just, by the way, once the storm dies down, I say to the rest of the crew, the storm is down, the distraction must have worked. I recommend you charge and rush and murder.
I'll bring cookies, I say from the kitchen. And
Yes.
I'm
I'm
not really big on the whole murder thing. That's not my style. I'm more of a creator than a destroyer. If
Create
that
death.
makes sense.
Hey, dragon.
That's-
Dragon.
that doesn't make
enemy.
sense.
What's your name, dragon enemy?
Oh, I'm glad that you asked. Hello, I'm Darthiel Sindar, famous bounty hunter.
I never heard of
I
you.
bring
What are
my
you famous
foes
for?
back. Oh, well, I was going to tell you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I always do this when I meet someone new.
No, it's fine.
No, it's
Conversations are weird.
Absolutely.
And
please.
we don't know each other well enough. to
Yeah,
have
and I
to
just
know.
hit you on the head, so I got to give you some time for that. You know.
I'm very upset about that.
Yeah.
Still. Yes,
Please,
I'm
please.
Darthiel Sindar, legendary bounty hunter for bringing my foes back always warm.
Oh. Well, at least they're cozy. That's pretty nice.
Oh, warm as in alive.
Oh, that's even nicer.
I don't kill people, but I
Oh.
do take bounties.
Oh.
Well, what happens if they don't want to go?
Oh yeah.
Oh well, generally I bury them in sand and then they just.
Oh.
And then
I see. That was the plan that you had said.
Oh,
It's
that's
all
like
coming
your
together.
calling card. I
I
get it.
mean,
The
I
sand barrier?
usually-
It's not really
No.
catchy. You should do better.
I usually use some sort of elemental thing. Snow, sand.
The snow melts. That's not
trees.
keeping him very warm. I don't
It's
think.
not
Well,
very
no,
nice.
well,
Yeah,
there
you can get some
even-
hypothermia that way, really.
I mean, I can treat hypothermia. I'm also a certified EMT.
Oh, well, thank you so much for your work. I appreciate it.
It's really about making sure the people are okay.
So I do have a small thing to bring up here.
Yes.
My friend, the person who was they were the ones screaming various forms of horrific torture and mutilation at you. That was both informative and terrifying. They're gonna come over this way, and I don't think that they're gonna want you to take me, whether I'm warm or cold.
Right.
And they're going to be pretty angry, but I do have this really cool newly exfoliated friend who's bringing cookies. We also have a creative type in the bunch. They're going to be coming too, so that's by my count 5 on 1. So
yes, one bringing cookies after having just exfoliated. So I don't think that they want to risk that freshly exfoliated skin. So that's one person out of combat.
That's one person you might not have to worry about.
One person is more creative than not. So
have you've heard about me, right? You've heard some of the stories, or?
Oh yes, yeah. Cat Mageddon is one of the names I
yeah.
heard.
Oh, haven't heard that one in a while, but yeah, that is. So.
Meow get it?
What? I love that if Moonshine just like kind of stepped in, like, I'm Meowgeddon.
Yeah.
Apocalypse Meow, I think, was the other one.
We're not doing this.
So that now you know these things. So we might have someone coming with a beautiful set of skin and a beautiful set of cookies. However, you do have one person who has already vouched to disavow you. You have a hedgehog warrior who you've learned is painful. You have a wonderful bit-based bird, and you have someone responsible for Cat Mageddon.
Go ahead, roll me an intimidation check.
Which is not my specialty, so let's see.
If you roll a 20 on
that's a 4.
Okay.
Oh, wait, there it is. There's the balance of the table.
So when he's giving this like nice kind of a little intimidation thing, what happens is like, I don't know, like something falls off of him and he gets scared by it immediately. Like his tail's by his ears. Like, put this rapid rock around his waist.
He goes, perhaps that might be enough to put fear in the heart of a weaker person, but I am Darethil Center, and so I will bring you in.
I assume that Moonshine's already out there. So Moonshine's out there, as is Ufu and Zat. Is Phaedra on their way out there?
Oh yeah. He's making his way out. He's got this, it's a beautiful silver platter with like vine inlays. And all of the cookies are arranged in a really, really beautiful order. Probably there's like some color gradient going on. Again, I'm really here to contribute the things that really matter to the campaign.
Some nice flood icing on there.
I think so, yes. It's gotta look beautiful, you know? So with that on my hand, I'll just kind of like stroll out of the labyrinth and just kind of like survey the scene. Was the bounty hunter, like, are they on like a bluff or like a cliff or something that I have to look up?
They're like on top of a dune.
Okay.
So you could just see them like up there talking to your two smaller companions. One of those words.
Our friends.
Yo, friends.
Yeah.
How many of us have them?
Yeah, I'll walk up to Gafir.
Gafir's still in the hedge maze.
Oh, you are.
Thank you for the raid, Eris.
Oh, thanks, Eris.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna link arms with you then,
because
just like casually, without
not
even
being able
stuff.
to see, it would make it very difficult to make my way out of a hedge maze without sight.
Yeah,
that would be difficult.
Yeah.
That's why there was some, the maze is not that accessible. So just what I'm trying to say.
There might be a trail of butter on the ground, kind of going to the doorway.
Yeah.
The store might have covered that up a little bit, though. Yeah.
Now it's just butter mud.
Yeah,
that's my third least favorite type of mud.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't ask about your second.
It's best you don't.
Well,
but if Phaedra will link arms with Gafir, then Gafir will be able to maneuver out with Phaedra.
Yeah, without missing a beat.
And after a few minutes, you're all right there, next to Darethil Cinder, who's looking at all of you, and he goes, "The one that was talking about doing all of that?
That is me. I will murder you in many, many ways, and I will not feel bad about it if you do not leave."
What if we cookies first?
and then
those do smell lovely.
Thank you.
They
Nope.
do Phaedra, by the way.
We trade cookies for that only.
Oh.
I stand big and bold chested, this like 2-foot hedgehog.
Are you aware of how many cookies 500,000 platinum gold? 500,000 platinum could purchase.
Yes, actually, these cookies are specifically very good. You could probably get about 15 of them.
Are you aware of how many pints of blood there is in a being's body? And how long it takes for it to drain slowly after
I think that
puncture
depends
marks
on
from
size,
a blade?
Gafir. I think we're trying to do this the nice way, friend.
Well,
Now, see, I see that you are definitely an astute business person and are potentially willing to make some kind of a deal here, correct?
I'm leaving with my mark, if that's what we're talking about.
That is fair. That is definitely fair.
very, very solid on that.
Sorry, you said that there was a how much of a bounty on that?
500,000 platinum.
Sorry, what? Come again?
Yeah, was what I said.
My.
This is why I wanted to have a chat over cookies. Cookies? Because that's a lot of platinum.
I could open every shop.
I could turn this desert into an entire labyrinth with that kind
just
of
slowly
platinum.
starts backing away.
Money means nothing to me. And I'm just going to say,
That being said,
with a 23 intimidation, you have one choice. You either act nicely, as my friends desire, or they let me have you, and I murder you.
he does that.
Yeah. Let's
Slowly.
Let's see if this actually gets to him. See what he rolls.
It's like good cop, bad cop. Like it's like cookie cop, flaying cop.
Yes, the two sides of the same coin, you know.
Yeah.
That was 17.
Cookies or death.
Cookies or death.
Tea and cake or death.
I was about to say, and this whole time Ufu is preparing for a fight, like
Now I just want pastry.
rapping. It's like we can just be friends. It'll be
Darethil looks at Gafir, and Gafir's glaive, and he goes, up close, it's not that scary.
Interesting.
Okay. Well, so my large new frenemy, since it's pretty clear that we're gonna do this, then
I mean, you could just come with me.
I take a weight maneuver. It
So-
becomes very clear that I'm waiting for the go, and then I will murder. That's just it.
Just to
Weight
be
maneuver.
clear, Zach kind of points over at Gafir, like that's a weight maneuver. You might want to be careful here. Now, would you? I feel like this is, this wouldn't be the most hospitable I've ever been, but I would like to offer you, before we get down to your probable death, the chance to have one of these great cookies. By the way, and Zach looks over up at Phaedra, like, Phaedra, looking great.
Thank you.
good.
My skin, it's like an entirely new flesh.
true.
I have to try.
And that cookie presentation.
If I had any exposed skin, I would definitely try that.
I would recommend it, except I think you might be similarly flayed, as Gafir had said. It doesn't quite work the same on all species, you know?
Yeah, a lot of my friends are falling out now.
I actually would like one of those cookies before we do this, if that's okay.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I
yeah.
can never stop being a host.
Do you want to, Gafir, do you want to wait till after you dismember them to have a cookie, or are you good now?
I do not deserve cookies until after I take all of the small parts of his body and take them out and then lay them out in a small line.
Can I just ask if I
We'll save
do
you some.
lose
Zach
that
grabs two
one-
cookies.
that anybody else takes me out other than him?
No.
Oh,
You asked for this.
we went through the negotiating phase already.
We asked for cookies and tea. You want the cat or you want Zach.
You have to understand that type of money will change anybody's life.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah, but how do you know they're good for it, though, is the thing.
Oh yeah, that's
They're-
true. Who has that much money?
Yeah, who put the bounty? Is it just the people that really wanted to
Isn't
kill
that
the cat?
is that weird lord?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lord Moxley.
Moxley, yeah.
Does Lord
We've all
Moxley really
mentioned
have that
him
much
so
platinum?
He's pretty. He's doing
No,
pretty.
no,
good for
Zach.
himself.
Does he have that much? Does
I
he?
believe that he does, yes.
Yeah, and then some.
It's gonna lie.
You know,
I'm not good at this.
I find that 500,000 platinum is not particularly useful, will not change your life when you are dead.
Very true.
I'm
Rebuttal.
fairly certain that you all can't kill me. Is the thing.
Ooh.
I am sad for your misunderstanding.
Did you not take a bite of that cookie?
Oh no, I mean I took a bite of the cookie. And
does that not let you know that I have a lot of abilities? And if I can bake cookies that are that good, I could definitely kill you.
Absolutely.
I'm saying if cookie baking was a martial arts, I'd be a dead man.
Thank you. Thank you.
But just from my general, I don't know, reading
attack.
You all.
I trigger my weight. I stab him.
All right, I'll let you get that attack off, but then we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
Oh my goodness.
Like, well, my friends have not.
I for some reason, if this hits, I imagine that there's like cookie that like splatters out of his mouth as he's like mid crunch.
By the way, I go into a rage.
Oh.
And the entire area erupts in I believe it's fire.
What?
Oh yes. I exclude all of my friends from this fire, so you will not be damaged. Mm-hmm. But he will. So like basically there's just like an aura of fire that just sort of like seeps around everywhere. And like it's just like a creepy vibe. And their glaive starts dripping with acid. And they come in to do some stabbing is how I would phrase it. This will be a reckless attack because I have to attack recklessly because I cannot see to sort of balance out. That'll be a 15. But they will also take 4 points of fire damage is what they'll take no matter what.
Let us see something here. Because I am never sure about this. Okay, cool.
A lot of fire.
So how much fire damage was that?
4 area effect fire damage.
All right, so he takes 2.
And a 15 to hit.
The 15 hits.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just roll that damage. Is what I'll do, and I also get a plus. So that'll be 10 plus 10 regular slashing damage, plus. That's not how you spell that. 1d6 plus 2 acid damage, and I think since it's a weight, you only get the 1 attack. Is that correct? Or do you get both?
You just get the 1.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
And I just sort of come in with like this, just like it's a nice thrust right into his gut. Just like, remember when I said when I started that whole travelogue of murder, I started with piercing your lower belly, and that's the first move I do. Just right there.
You don't lie.
You don't.
All right, let me get everybody's initiative.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I believe I have
23.
Jesus!
Dang it, Zat!
24 for Zat. Oh my
what?
gosh.
Yeah, with a nat 20. Way to show up my 23.
I can't. Again, I know a guy at roll 20.
I have advantage on my initiative. I get an 8 because you know how it is.
14 from Moonshine.
I'm the last one with a 7. I'm just really focused. Like, I want to fight, but also I got to put the tray of cookies down and got to make sure I don't get any sand in
Also,
it.
if they do get stabbed, those are some nice silks. We can take some of those silks, maybe repurpose them for a nice outfit.
Oh, you got it. I borrow everything, Yeah,
exactly.
Borrow.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, wow. This group.
But for those who have never seen Gefear Rage before, and those who've only seen, they're looking. They're looking a little bit unpresent and a little bit very calm, but you do not get a sense that they are completely rationally present in a way that might be distressing.
Okay.
So
now you gonna done it.
Your rage isn't like a traditional rage. Like you don't like roar and scream.
No, I just get super cold, and dead inside.
Oh my God.
And very, very hostile. The entire world just goes fire, and it's like that cold, harsh, not pleasant.
So Darathil is in the middle. I don't think you all can kill me. Just for picking up the vibes I'm getting from all of you. Oh! Ah! He takes a step, and the world's on fire. And you can see he's more upset about the stabbing. Obviously, the fire is just annoying. He's like, I just
Oh my goodness.
bought this road. And that makes it Zat's turn, because as soon as that kicks off, you're just like, well, might as well.
Well, so Zat is going to. Zat's gonna just, I guess, jump on the. Where did you stab him, Gafir? Like right in the kind of the rib.
Right. And 2 more damage for the rage damage. Pardon me. It's like right. Like I want you to imagine like below the belly button, right where that lower intestine would be. As I said in my very detailed description of the flaying and the disembowelment, just starting right there, just like a little, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna do bad things to your body. But I said it all earlier because now I'm not really present. Now I'm just in a murder place. Fine.
In the murder place.
I think Zat is going to, just because this is, I think, this for me is a Zat thing deep down. After the stab, Zat is going to check in and try to say, "You still feeling fighting? You still feeling fighting? You wanna keep this up? We're gonna."
No, I'm fine. I mean, at least it's not my endocrine system. Right?
Zat then will leap onto Dragon Face and just start scratching.
Nope.
Okay.
With my cat's claws that I have that are my hands.
Okay. So go ahead and roll that beautiful bean damage.
Okay, let's do it. Would that be just strength too? That's unarmed, right?
Yep, that is unarmed.
19.
My word.
No,
Wow.
19.
And it's a crit.
It is a crit. It is a
Cat.
crit.
You're just a cat.
I'm trying.
Clearly
Well,
not
I'm the
just a
cat.
cat.
So there's the biggest bounty on me that I've ever heard in an RPG.
Mhm.
Yeah, Zat might be more than the cat for all I know. But more than I know.
Wait, what was the Catmageddon, right? Yeah. You're the
Catmageddon.
Catmageddon. Yeah. Mhm.
Apocalypse meow.
You're gonna roll 2d4 plus your strength modifier because it
So much
is
needed. 2d4 plus strength modifier.
Mm-hmm. And if you want, I can roll that for you.
Yes, please.
Gotcha.
I have dark mode on, and D20 roll 20's dark mode makes certain options run away.
So that's 3 plus your strength modifier of -1.
-1.
Okay. So he takes 3 damage and it just goes right on his face.
By the way, that probably would have killed a first level magic user in AD&D first edition. Just noting it. Just
Yeah.
Cat
Chat-
tip protection.
Yeah, Cole's right. The kitty is making litter out of that guy.
Oh my god. Next we have Ufu.
Ooh, Ufu. Ufu sees it. A fight is going down. Gafir's a little upset. That's always bad for everyone. So you definitely hear Ufu go, "Oh, you did it now!" And he's gonna not try to kill the guy yet. So Ufu's gonna use his staff, not his quills or like his spine. So he'll take his 2 attacks, and then he's gonna spend a key point to also do flurry of blows. So that's 4 attacks.
Oh my goodness.
Good god.
Just bah, 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 bah. And I want to hit him in like the kidneys, the spine, and they're like little hedgehogs.
So you're
like,
going
bah,
after
bah,
his
bah.
endocrine system.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
yes, because somebody's gonna go after the endocrine system. There was a promise.
So, yeah, I want like his, like hit him behind
Am I
the knee.
saying,
and
I'm
that
probably
kind
saying that wrong.
of thing. All right. So this do I even want to use? No, he knows that to take him down. He knows all the pressure points. He stabs the staff in the ground and then does 4 attacks with his little tiny arena hands.
Just tiny monk hedgehog is just going in on this.
All right, 1 out of 22. 22.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
13.
The last one misses.
Wow.
That's all right. We'll just do 1. There's some damage. 5 damage. 12 damage. 17 damage. What is that? Third, 26 damage. To the kidneys.
And the endocrine system.
Very important.
Ow, my body hurts.
Well, you could have just had cookies and left.
All right, that makes it now his turn. He goes, "Are you all out of your minds? I just want to take your friend. But since you're not going to work with me, then fine." And you see his beak, his mouth turn into a large beak, and his back, and then wings pop out as he begins to take the form of a giant bird, and he's taking the shape of a rock. ROC.
Nice.
I have a question. Does just checking. When you cast a spell, does that provoke an attack opportunity unless you're a warcaster, or no?
You
A
need
Mage
the
Slayer.
Slayer
A
feat
mage,
for that.
And sorry, the rocks, are they the kind of like Thunderbird looking bird monster things?
Yeah, they're the big.
They remind me of like Ho-Oh, the Pokemon.
Oh,
Like back in the like OG days.
Yep.
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
And then he is going to multi-attack at.
Oh no.
He's going to. Let's see. He's going to beak and talon at Kafir.
That's fine. Kafir's not here right now.
Leave a message after the tone.
Yes.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Does a 20 hit?
Oh
Yes.
my word.
Yes.
Holy,
That
I'm
is
glad that wasn't me.
29 damage.
Oh my word.
And that's
Half?
what kind of damage?
That is piercing
Piercing.
damage because that was the beak.
My goodness.
And it's only 1 beak. Ignore that second one.
Okay.
And then the second attack is going to be the talons.
Oh.
Does a 26 hit?
Yes. What's the escape save for?
Because when he makes this attack, let's see.
I believe you get an escape save.
He can grapple you instead of doing the damage.
Oh, would he like to grapple me or do damage?
I am going to have him grapple you, and then he's going.
And I get to make it a save, yes?
Yes, you do. You get to make a either a strength or an acrobatics check.
Right. It will be strength, and I have like some sort of something, but I feel like it doesn't count, like a runaway. But
I am more than certain that barbarians should be able to make athletics checks at advantage.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Strength saves also at advantage, right? So, right, in rage, right, you get a advantage on strength checks and strength saving.
Oh, so
throws.
this would actually, because it would be, this would be a save rather than a, this is a save rather. So it's a strength save or a dex save.
We'll do strength, and I get it at advantage.
Rock and roll.
16. Does that beat a 19?
No, it does not.
Oh, okay. I was just checking though because I wasn't certain.
Good. You're good.
You're my favorite.
You're good. So he is, now that he has you, what he's going to do is he's going to use his full movement speed to fly 120 feet in the air.
How does that work with attacks of opportunity?
Oh no, he can only move half of his speed because he has you. So he moves 60 feet into the air.
But that does not provoke an attack of opportunity, I assume?
It
I think
would
that
evoke
would.
it
But
would invoke an attack
most
of
of us-
opportunity from everybody around him. So
Mhm.
that would be Zat,
Yeah.
Ufu. I would even give it to Phaedra because he did grab the cookie from you.
Nice.
I don't have anything. I can't reach him, so I'm just hanging out.
Just hanging out.
Ah.
So I get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, absolutely. You do.
Oh, Ufu, because he's in the air now?
Oh yeah.
Well, as he's moving, you'd get it for
he's
moving, right?
moving to the air right
To
now
oh,
when
to
you
take
get this
flight.
attack.
Oh.
So if you have Sentinel, you'll keep him where the fuck he is.
Uh-huh.
Or if you decide to stun him,
Yeah, that's
which
what I
I
was trying to
believe you
see.
can
I do have stunning strike.
you can keep him where he is if he does not make the Constitution check.
Yeah, I will. I'll be like, you're not going anywhere. We're not done with cookies. And I'm gonna try to
Most adorable thing.
keep him where he is. Also, there's probably like a don't touch Gafir, because I don't like that. He did a lot of damage to Gafir. Okay, so stunning strike. I just believe. Yes, you get a con saving throw or be stunned. That con save has to be what?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because it was a 9. That's what's up. So let me just make the attack.
There we go. Now, I knew that was going to
1,
happen as soon as I suggested
20, and I always get 2 attacks. So the 11 doesn't hit, but the 20 does. So he can also take some damage. 5 points of bludgeoning damage with my tiny arena hand. Kapow!
Let's see. And that does, in fact, hit. The 20 does hit. So
Great. Okay, so at least the stunning strike will take place.
Yep. And he does not make it. So he is just, you see him go, floof, floof, and then you hit him in the beak, and it's just floof. And Gafir, you are immediately let go. You just kind of come tumbling out.
Wow.
Goddamn monks. Every fucking
Get,
time.
yeah,
a monk-
don't go anywhere. We're not done talking to you. Whose turn is it? Because
I'm about to tell you whose turn
okay,
it is.
good.
It's about to be Moonshine's turn, but I want you to all
Yep.
understand what just happened.
Oh my gosh.
A medium dragonborn turned into a gargantuan rock and got punched by a tiny hedgehog and got knocked the fuck out.
There's a reason.
I love TTRPGs.
My goodness.
Moonshine,
You picked a good guardian.
Yeah, right.
don't
I'm
mess
just
with
saying.
the fear.
I'm just saying.
Oh my
Maybe
gosh.
little, but I am fierce.
Moonshine, it is your turn.
Great. I had a plan, but that plan went out the window the minute this thing turned into a rock. So instead, I'm going to cast Dispel Magic.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
But I'm going to need to roll for it because this is probably a higher level spell. And knowing how I've been rolling today.
No, I
You
believe
can do
in
it.
you.
I have faith.
I believe in you. Power friendship.
true.
Oh boy, oh
Oh,
boy, oh boy.
eternity, honesty, loyalty, we're on top because we never win. Friends forever will be together. We're on top because we.
Oh wow, this is going on much longer than I think it needed to.
There we go. There we
Oh
go.
wow.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Finally, it was time.
Power of friendship.
Happen.
Power of friendship.
You know, I don't know how the spell magic works with wild shaping.
Oh.
Oh.
It's a wild shape.
What I will say is that I am just going to play rule of cool here because that's what I do. So please tell me what it looks like when you rip the nature magic out of this person and kick them back into their normal form. Please give me that. What does that look like?
I didn't expect any of that to actually work. So
Yeah.
I didn't actually think this far ahead.
Oh my gosh.
So I think Moonshine just sort of looks and grabs like a magnifying glass and like, okay, I think I've got a good sizing on this thing. Let's try this. And no, you don't. That's the vocal component. And the finger wag is the somatic component.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
Yes.
That's right.
I love this.
And so you look at the figure, and in your magnifying lens, when you're looking at the giant rock, you see in the core of the rock a silhouette of a dragonborn. And as soon as you get that on you, no, you don't, and you shut the dragonborn out of the rock, and the rock just falls away into sand, and the dragonborn is flung out, very much like DJ Jazzy Jeff from the Banks house.
Yeet.
Just Jeffrey'd his ass out of the wild shape.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And so now we have a dragonborn. Just okay. And after moonshine, it's
This is going great. I mean, we gave him multiple chances.
We did.
Many.
He had a lot of ego coming into this fight, and
Yeah, understandably, he sounds really impressive, but not today.
Knocked him off his high horse.
but we are chaos.
Yeah.
Knocked him off his high horse.
I'm going to use my bonus action to keep my aura up. So that's 4 more points of fire damage. That's just 4 points. It's fine. You know, it's cool. And then I'm going to do some stabbing, and I'm going to see if perhaps we're going to see how the rolls go, but maybe I can pull out some of the small intestines. We'll just see how that goes. This is also reckless, by the way, because as you know, because I cannot see, so the reckless will cancel out the disadvantage from not being able to see. That's a 27.
Yes, you hit.
And then also an 11, which probably doesn't.
No, that does not.
That's fine. Then I'm just gonna hit damage. Yeah, that will be 10 plus my acid damage. Four. So 10 damage, 4 acid damage.
Okay.
And there's just like no sound coming from Gafir at all, except for where the talons pierced them. There's like acid seeping out of the wound, and just the sound of the fire crackling 10 feet around them, and stillness.
It's fair to say that Darethil is not having an awesome time right now. Is there anything else you wanted to do on your turn, Gafir? I mean, because he's holding his belly because you keep and he says that you keep stabbing me in the same place.
That's it's very interesting that he is speaking to me, but I am not here, and there's just impending violence oozing off of them in a way that nobody's really quite certain if it will be able to stop. I hope that makes them feel good about their lives.
All right, and so
I think I can. I'll take that 5-foot step, so that I can. I'm at 10 foot from them, so that if they move, I will
get your attack of opportunity. Yeah. You sick murderer. Phaedra, it is your turn. What's our boy up to?
So I think we need to like paint a scene for a second, because Phaedra was just hanging out, snacking on a cookie, just watching things happen, and then just pure fucking chaos. From stabbing, from kicking, to quills, to scratching. And then they had the magic or the wild shape knocked out of them. All while I think Phaedra, he unholstered his great sword and put it on the ground and was just snacking on some cookies, watching the scene happen. And then there's a lull, and he realizes oh shit, this is my turn. So he puts the cookies down, picks up the sword. The Dragonborn's prone on the ground, just hanging out.
He got up, so he's just he's looking very wobbly, and he's now complaining about being stabbed in the same spot when you could just kind of walk up on him and just be like, hey.
Yeah. So I will walk up to him, and just kind of look him up and down. That robe that you're wearing, too many bloodstains. If you just take that off, I'll wash that for you. Don't even worry. And can I use my main action to take his robe off so I can have it for myself? It's silk. That stuff's quality.
Yeah.
That's right. And you know what? He says he's going to have a whole fortune before this is over with, so he can get himself a new one.
I will let you roll this sleight of hand at advantage. Because he can't afford to take his eyes off of Gafir. And he just feels you tugging at this.
I don't think it's a lot of pulling.
It's a lot of pulling. You get like his one arm is out of it. It's like, what are you doing? What are any of you doing?
Careful, you'll bleed on it.
There's already so much blood. I will use my action surge. You try really hard to take that jacket off.
Jacket off, I'll give it to you.
No, I was like, you want it that bad, you can have it.
Nice.
I want it.
It looks really nice, though. I mean, it's a
It does.
really, yeah.
You know what? I never
nice.
said what colors it was, so you get to pick the colors.
Oh,
and
nice.
everything.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It looks so good. I'm excited.
It was there
This is a great day. I mean, not for them, but
We've taken this man's coat. Right?
Look, he's not going to need it after the disembowelment. I'm just saying. Like, and it's also it's not eating the body if you take it off before they die. So I think it's super ethical. Yeah.
yeah,
It was just
I
called
love the
stealing.
way you
it's
think.
essentially it's like
Borrowing.
a thrift store. It makes sense.
Basically a clothing exchange. You know, I brought cookies. He brought his robe. It's a really nice jacket robe.
It's nicely too.
So with that, it's Zat's turn.
So now I'm gonna kind of lay this out. Please correct me if I'm wrong here. Dragon turned into rock, got smashed, is stabbed, being stripped of their clothes, and are they like just on the ground? Are they standing fine, or is it?
They're like barely standing, but they are standing.
Okay, then Zat picks up the same rock as before and hits him in the back of the head again.
Just finish what we started.
Let's do it. It's a 15.
A 15 will hit.
15.
You know what? If he is so wounded, I'm gonna say there is a 50% chance that this knocks him out.
Okay, perfect. That was my hope. Perfect.
I will say I'll let you choose high or low.
High.
So you grab the rock and he's
That was a
my
9
robe.
Oh. Ufu puts a single foot on his chest where the hole is and like hits a little bit of a Captain Morgan pose and goes, I have an idea.
Gafir attacks.
No, wait,
Gafir is not present and is going to just is going to continue stabbing this person.
Wait, Gafir can't see, right?
Nope.
No.
Can Ufu try to? Because who came after Zat? Was that Ufu?
I
I want to try to roll the body out of the way. Let him think there's a body there, but like,
Having the sand.
yeah, let him get his rage out. It's fine.
It will be a reckless attack.
Ufu, you are, and I love you. You are a teeny tiny little hedgehog.
Can I get through to Gafir?
You can try.
Might be able to use your pole to make some kind of
I was about to say,
system.
Gafir, do we have? I am your protector, of course. Do we have like a safe word for your rage?
No, because it's the first time I've done it in front of you.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. But like, it's very clear in that Terminator way that I'm going to just keep going. I cannot be stopped.
What, though?
I cannot be reasoned with. I'm going to just murder. And
if you don't murder him, we can save Zat.
Like, you have no idea how, like, if I will ever stop, or if I'll just keep murdering everyone forever. It's an unclear situation.
I love everybody's
Can
faces.
we feed him a cookie? Would these amazing cookies, break him out?
I was thinking about that. Let me tell you, these cookies have solved a lot of world problems.
I think we should try to force feed Gafir.
I'll hold him.
Okay.
If you feed a Jinborn a cookie, he'll want a glass of milk.
I've got some sparkling milk back at the labyrinth, but somebody has to drag the body of this dragonborn.
I
have
think
an
I
idea
can
for
help
that
with
too.
that.
Oh, perfect. Good. Oh, moonshine.
All right, so how are we stopping Gafir from?
All right, so
murdering?
who's holding Gafir?
I'll grapple.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see the grapple check between Phage.
Although I feel like my attack is before Phaedra's.
Yeah.
We're just gonna rock out of initiative
Do it.
right
Do
now
it
to
for
kind
me.
of save your soul.
Yeah. No, because I will
I'll hit-
murder everyone.
I was
I'll
about
What
to
if I
say,
hit
that's we don't
Gafir with the
need
rock?
that.
Yeah. I will murder everyone. Oh, you get advantage against me, so that would be that.
Oh, that's
22.
right, because you're in rage.
Oh yeah, and I reckless
Okay,
attack
so
all the time. It's just
what
like
it is.
it's just
It's what you do.
I need to get like some kind of like sedative sleepy dust to just throw in Gafir's face whenever things get bad.
Pocket sand, but
Well,
like
no,
fairy
well,
dust.
no,
Yeah,
now.
Exactly.
oh that's 22 certainly beats my AC.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
perfect. So you're grappled. I think Ufu snatches a cookie off the plate without destroying the display and runs up his glaive
Wow.
and shoves a cookie right into his gullet.
Okay. You've got a delicious cookie that has just been force fed into your murderous,
And I go, Ufu goes,
non-present body.
yeah, Gafir, I know you can't be reasoned with. Maybe I grab his Jinborn face in my little tiny arena hands and I help him munch this cookie. And I'm like,
Massage the throat.
but remember, Gafir, remember, we don't want to kill our friends. Remember who you really are, Gafir, and the taste of this amazing cookie.
I'm gonna need some kind of roll. I'm gonna need some kind of like persuasion.
Does the cookie provide, is it helpful in that
Power-
persuasion?
I will say
Power
the
of
cookie will
friendship.
give you, advantage on a persuasion check.
Okay.
I
Okay.
believe in you. You can do
Okay,
this.
well, there's not a whole lot I got going for me here, gang.
I mean, they have to
Hey,
like
I rolled
raisin
a
cookies.
17.
17, right? That's
Okay.
that's good.
That's pretty good. And I'm like, come on, Gafir, we can
Cookie
help
power.
that. Yeah, cookie powers activate. Like, slap Gafir one good time, and slap him again. I'm like, we need to help Zat, or they're gonna keep coming.
Not there, but then you say the word Zat like twice, and there's this. Is that like saffron? There's like this like fragrant.
The wigs.
Perhaps it's a ginger that like kind of like a very strong ginger, perhaps in those cookies. That sort
Ginger
of kind
snap.
of that kind of like
Yeah.
hits my sinuses.
Mm.
And like it just takes a moment, and also I can't really move my glaive right now because you're standing on it, but like there's just this moment where all of the flames that are surrounding them just start to die down, and the acid that's dripping from their wound turns back into blood, kind of a little bit sandy blood, but sort of blood, and they blink.
Hey, that's great. I imagine there's like a little arena face right in your face, like bulging eyes through these goggles, and I'm like, hey, look at you. You didn't hurt anybody. And I kind of like tap your face a little bit, and I'm like, all right, what if Moonshine uses those special powers to make this, do we even know this guy's name?
What happened?
He
Theraflu.
introduced himself like multiple times.
Okay, well, I missed that. Must have been the
Okay,
sandstorm
so-
in my ears.
What happened?
You,
Did I murder them?
did you want to?
Yes,
Yes.
I see. It is good then.
Yep. Hey, Moonshine, can we make him look like Zat and Zat look like him?
Make Dragonborn look like Zat?
Yeah. Theraflu? Was that his name?
No? That was not his name. This was
I think it was
Darthiel
like
Sindar.
Yeah,
There's-
Sindar.
yes, I remember Sindar.
Sindar.
That's the only one I can remember.
Derek, I think his name was.
Right, yeah, Derek. Yeah. Let's make Derek look like Zat, and Zat.
He is alive.
He is definitely just evacuating air from his corpse.
Yeah, that happens. Like, I think.
I think
For
he said his
sure.
name.
He did not. He said nothing because he's dead. What I'm saying is,
Oh.
what if we go turn him in as Zat, get the bounty off Zat's head, and collect it?
Well,
That's a lot of money.
it will also be
I mean-
suspicious if he's cold, because he said he only brings them in warm.
Oh, I can warm
Famous
him
for
up.
that.
We
Phaedra.
can,
No
we'll,
big deal.
yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
You are the
too.
tallest person here, Phaedra. You must be the one who's
Phaedra's
currently
really-
holding me.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I
really
can
good
make
hug.
someone look like someone else, but it's only for like an hour.
So we just got to get the timing right?
I am what? Ooh,
Uh,
that's a risky
I-
venture.
I'm also not so sure we want to. I personally would prefer to not go to the throne room of my enemy to collect the money from them through a elaborate ruse. I am
Generally
concerned
not.
Isn't
that
that-
I will die.
What you absolutely... Oh, I wasn't there for that. Never mind. Somebody else was there for that. I was going to say, isn't that exactly what happened with Georgia Jonas? But it's fine. That was... I wasn't there for that. So... what are we going to do? Because they're just going to keep coming after you, Zat. Did you say you're sorry?
I didn't get a chance to because the flaming swords and arrows were coming at me. I got out of there pretty quick. So no, I haven't really been on speaking terms with the evil Lord Moxley in a while.
What about... What does he have in his pockets? I start digging my little hands through his pockets. I want to... Does he have a...
So he's got 200 gold.
Sorry, we have 200 gold.
Also, a really nice jacket.
And a really nice jacket.
He's got a bottle of black ink, a quill, a small knife, a letter from a dead colleague posing a question that has not been answered from him yet.
Oh.
Okay.
He's got a wooden staff,
Yeah.
a water skin, torch, some rope, and a fine letter with the sigil of Lord Moxley on it.
Oh, okay. I pull all the letters out, and then I pass the one from Moxley over to Zat.
Oh. That one claw comes out and he kind of like letter opens or the letter nice and doesn't remove the seal. Pulls the letter. What does the letter say?
The letter is it's a wanted poster of your face, and then there's another one with your face with like 5 mustaches on it.
Oh, they're on to me.
That doesn't even look like you.
They never get my stripes right.
They
Yeah,
don't.
that's definitely it.
And they really mess up the nose too. It's almost like have you ever seen those early Victorian pictures of cats?
Oh yeah, we're just like
What the-
You're like,
What do you
why
like?
do you look like that?
Oh.
I love those.
And there
They're
are
so good.
drop-off instructions there. You don't have to drop Zap off at the castle. You can drop him off at a guard outpost, and they have some outposts in various cities and villages around.
Well-
You will only get 10% of the reward. 10% of the reward when you drop it off at the outpost, and then you'll receive the rest. I believe it's 10 days after.
That sounds like somebody's gonna be cheated out of like 400.
Yeah.
That's enough time to send an assassin.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
No bank takes that long to process.
No,
Well-
not even over a holiday.
Now that I read this whole letter out loud and don't need to reiterate it, this actually might not be a bad idea. We can get a fraction of the money and maybe throw them off the trail for a little bit.
Why do we need this money?
At least for an hour.
Okay, hear me out. I'm going to join your party simply because I have been dying for a golden necklace for a really long time. With the funds that we make off that, would you mind if I just tagged along so I could get something to maybe make myself look impressive and inspire
Absolutely.
and
I
make
mean, you
everybody
do look
jealous
impressive already. Let me
It's,
just
it's
say.
true all the time.
Thank you. It's my
And,
face.
you know, if you and Moonshine
Very
wanna
strong jawline.
yeah, very nice. If you and Moonshine wanna
I mean, with that kind of money, I could make a bit of everything.
yeah, I'll gladly if you both want to go along, I'll gladly split my half with you both.
Want a gold necklace?
We can do that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Phaedra,
Yes.
may I speak with you in private?
I'm
desert,
gonna take a
just
second to look around. Let me lead you down these hedges. I'm gonna walk for a little bit because
They're
privacy
walking like
is...
down the stairs, kind of a thing.
Yeah, we're in the middle of sand dunes,
desert.
basically.
Yeah. I'll lead you like right back into the kitchen or something.
Yeah.
I will be pleased to have you join us, but I must ask your advice.
Oh, is it about the shoes? I do apologize about that. Just one shoe really wasn't enough.
No, I have a conundrum,
Oh, I love those.
and it vexes me.
Do tell.
I am the seer of my tribe, someone of great wisdom who has been given the gift of sight by my Jinn patron, and I must use this sight to aid in my tribe. I must foresee and foretell the future, and I must have a guardian who keeps me safe. All of these things are known. But I have only just been given this sight, and I have only had 2 visions so far. And the first vision was of my guardian, and that guardian was tall and robed and had a golden mask with a rose on the center. And
Ooh.
when I touched the mask, it fell away, and on the inside there was only void. And then the guardian stabbed me with a poisoned dagger that caused my entire insides to burn with fire. And as I was falling to my death, second hands came and kept me safe. I fear that I do not know how to understand this vision. And what if Ufu is not is here to murder me? What if Ufu is not my true guardian, but an imposter, and any moment Gufu will kill me? Or what if I do not understand visions and I have no abilities to be a seer? What if this vision was given to me falsely? What if I
Okay, honey, I see what's happening. So let me tell you a story to your story really quickly. I
Yes.
recently just got out of a relationship with another minotaur who locked me in his labyrinth,
Oh no.
under
I-
threat of poison stabbing.
Should I murder them?
I'm just avoiding them for now. You know, it seemed like the best thing to do. It was a really toxic relationship. The poison was the toxic part, but everything else wasn't great. So what I'm saying is we should keep our enemies close and our friends closer. Yeah, no, that's right. So we'll keep Ufu close because those little quills, I have nightmares about stepping on them. I have not slept once since I've met you. I mean, it's only been a couple of hours, but still.
Yes.
I think I'm happy to keep 2 eyes on that little hedgehog of yours. If they're anything like my ex, there's gonna be so much poison, so much toxic.
Also, I suspected once that they were lying to me about something, and so I'm suspicious, but I also do not know if I am qualified to have this gift.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know if gift is the right word, and if the qualifiers are just kind of being alive, I think you meet all of the standards, honey, all of the standards. Your qualifications are out of this world.
I thank you for your counsel. It is appreciated. Please tell no one that I know nothing, that I know not what I do, and I am incompetent and cannot be a good seer, that I have no skills, and tell no one this.
I am terrible at keeping secrets.
As am I.
Okay, good. Would you like some sparkle milk?
I would love sparkle milk.
Excellent. Let me just whip up a batch.
Thank you.
And it's at this point, I'm going to need everybody to make me a perception check.
No!
I assume if this is visual, I do not make it.
26.
17.
17.
And Moonshine, you got a 9. Okay, so you don't see it, but in the air, you start to see some pretty suspicious looking vultures just kind of circling up ahead. And the moment that you all make them out, they scatter and fly away.
Oh.
I don't see it.
What would as somebody that's well traveled of the desert, would I know what this is a sign for? Do vultures of this kind precede something, or?
You know, vultures are generally around when things are dead or dying.
Dying.
But there's really, I mean, the closest thing that's dying is Dirthil, but he's not close enough to death to warrant vultures
To be
kinda.
right. Like I was like, he's not like a corpse. Literally, he's
Right.
not dead.
I mean, and it just happened, and it's just like they.
Okay. Okay. Well, Ufu tries to drag this body back. Because
leave?
we can't leave it out here for the vultures to get.
We should at the very least try to get out of here, I think. We've got a little bit of a target on our backs, and
I agree. And the last thing we want is it to harm this beautiful labyrinth.
it is quite lovely here.
Oh, how is it going to be okay if we leave it?
I look at Phaedra.
I imagine we probably. Well, I imagine that we actually had a nice glass of sparkle milk before we come back out. So
And there's
some
no
people-
more when Zach gets there.
No. No, I'm so sorry.
Drink the
You
whole
just see
batch.
sparkling milk on Gafir's lips.
There's a cup of it, and I run over to it, and I pour it, and the last drop is falling out onto my tongue, but before it gets there, it just kind of disintegrates in the nice air.
Oh.
Heartbreaking.
Quest continues.
Tragic loss.
As much as I'd like to sit around and consume milk, which I wouldn't, we cannot stay here. We must depart quickly.
I'm
Phaedra,
ready.
There is a cart. I assume there are no camels. If you and we may take one side of this cart, and I imagine we can pull it together. And the
I
rest.
was thinking we could, build a sandboat.
Now, I've built many heads in my life, but a sand boat?
Yeah, Ufu like flips a table, hacha hacha, breaks off the legs.
That was my grandmother. Okay, that was
Fine. And like, it's maybe it's a large enough table where we can all like stand on it. We don't need a lot of like sitting room, but we can like stand surfer style, all of us on it. And Ufu like tosses something down the middle and puts a big sheet on it, maybe from the wedding, a piece of fabric or something that's round canvas. And Ufu can control wind, so we can sail on the sand. Elemental
Here,
monk,
let me-
wind.
Let me try something here. I'm going to grab some they sort of look like skis out of my bag. And I'm going to try and like fix them to the bottom so that way we've got like rudders.
Yeah.
Yes!
Uh,
I love this
yeah.
artificer so much.
Artificer best artificer.
I'm not
and
gonna.
the right tool for the job. I can do this.
I'm not gonna make you guys roll anything for this because again, that's part of what an artificer does, and also rule of cool.
I'm just going to MacGyver this.
So as the camera starts to zoom away from our party, we see them sailing across the sands with an unconscious copper dragonboard, and you're all making your way off.
Yeah,
And
we're
that's where we're gonna end our episode.
Fantastic. Bravo. We are totally... Oh, this poor guy. We're going to get that bounty.
Sparkling milk
Get
and
that
cookies.
bounty.
Oh my goodness.
That was a very important moment because Gafir had sparkling milk, which is you can't have milk. That's not too outrageous, but sparkling feels a little indulgent. So it was like a little.
I just
shared a good moment.
Never in a million years thought I see somebody pop action search to just yank a
I didn't succeed on my first action. Like I have one action, so I will waste it.
Oh,
I do not think that was a waste. I feel like it was not a waste.
That was
He has
awesome.
very specific demands, and
I
he
was
will
about
have
to say,
them met.
And you know what? Here's the other thing. When we get there and Zat looks like him and we need an actual robe, we have his robe.
Mm-hmm. Cleaned and everything.
Cleaned
Dipping
and
in cold
everything.
water.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
And we know for a fact that there's no blood on it because it was an open robe and Gafir was stabbing
That's
in
right.
the gut.
In his gut. No
Right
blood,
below the belly
no
button.
trace.
Yeah,
Like I
so-
said.
It's a
This-
foolproof plan, y'all.
This was an eventful game today.
It was.
A lot of stuff happened.
Yep. Oh yeah, a lot of stuff happened. Speaking of, let's go around and meet all of you.
Yes.
We're gonna go counterclockwise on my screen, which puts Marcus up first. Marcus, tell us who
Hi.
you are and what you do when you're not here.
Hey, everybody. I sleep. My name is Marcus. I don't do enough of that, actually. Hi, my name is Marcus, or Best Kinda Worst on Twitter. You can follow me there. I work at Gen Con TV. I do their weekly streams, behind-the-scenes stuff. And, yeah, it's lovely playing with these lovely folks. This was a really, really fun, wild game full of a bunch of things I didn't know was going to happen. But I'm very happy to be here with this group. I'm very happy to be here with Kobold Press. Thank you so much. I'm going to pass this on.
All right, that's
The
you two.
trooper.
Hello, I'm Trooper SJP. Sorry, more like this. There you go. My little goat. And you can, I have been playing Gafir. You can find me on my channel, Trooper SJP. This Thursday, Little Red Dot and I will be playing a Divinity Original Sin together, and our characters are completely ridiculous people.
I tuned in for one. Your voices are amazing.
We
Like,
voice
absurd, but
everything.
amazing.
Yeah, absurd, but we voice every character that we have a conversation with. So the whole thing's voiced by us.
Yeah, and
It's
when you
simply divine.
It's simply divine. And actually, we're co-streaming, so come and watch both of our channels, mine and Little Red Dots, on Thursday if you like. And I believe the next place you can find me will be Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern over on Praxagor the Smophorius channel. Well, I will be playing in The Witcher, a character who, unlike this character, really doesn't mind all of the hedonism and also lies all the time. All the time. It's fine though. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine. This was such a lovely session, and I loved all the little details, and I can't wait to see how all of us develop as a group together. But like, everybody's such brilliant ideas, and everybody was such MPV. So MVP to everyone, and also of course to Nor. Thank you for being our GM.
Thank you for letting me be your GM, y'all.
Anita, you're up.
Hi, I'm Anita, or Panita, or in chat, I am Critical Misses, because I run the Critical Misses Twitch channel. That's where you can find me most times. You can find me there on Tuesdays for Second City Saviors, which is our masks game that Noir GMs, and I play a little doomed deer girl named Tay. On Wednesdays, you can find me for Under the Pale Cold Sun, which is our Vampire the Masquerade 5e Chronicle. Thursdays, you can find me running tech and in chat for Upon These Crystals, Guardians Ready, which is a Cypher System Sentai game. Fridays, you can find me there as well in tech behind the scenes for Beyond the Twilight Road, which is a Zweihander campaign, which is dark fae fantasy beautifulness and a little bit of bullshit. You can find me on Saturdays for Morning Ritual, which is a talk show that Noir and I host there. Our guest this week is Honey. Honey and Dice is going to be chatting with us, and we're very excited to get into it with her. And yes, that is pretty much me. It's been a great time playing with y'all. It's just fantastic anytime that we're all here.
It is. It's very fun. There's just so much energy at this table. Like, I can't even handle
energy,
the chaos energy,
and some love. There's a little love, a little rage.
A little bit of love.
There's some love. There's
Some power
There's some
friendship.
rave. There's some power friendships happening. I'm here for it. Speaking of power friendships, B.
Yeah. What's up? My name is B. You can find me on Twitter as @B_Zelda. Add an extra underscore if you want to follow me on Instagram. I'm a podcaster. I'm a member of the Broadswords, all women non-binary actual play podcast. We just recorded an episode with Travis McElroy, actually, where he reprises his role as Buckminster, and I don't know if he really helps. That's up to you. After this show, I'm going to be on Q Times, where I play a robot alien who has recently rediscovered their memories. And the last episode we spent it at a museum, because what else do you do but take a robot to a museum? I do some other things. When I'm not here, I can also be found on the Roll20 Twitch, where this Tuesday I'm going to be running a game called Descent into Midnight. And I have some really cool guests. Very specifically, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this game called Mass Effect. Just like a small game.
Never
and
heard of it.
one of the people who does some of the voices, Mark Meir, he just might be streaming with me. You know,
Good for Mark.
Yeah,
Very
like,
cool.
okay.
Yeah, an incredible role player, y'all.
My
Mark
God,
Mark
yeah.
ups the ante.
Like, I'm excited but nervous for his. Like, he's gonna outshine me.
Trust me, I do a podcast with him. I get that. I feel that. Yeah. Where did you say you're up after this? I want to go raid.
Q Times. I don't know.
Perfect. They're live right now.
Oh, awesome.
We're gonna go raid after this. Speaking of, stick around. And of course, our illustrious and forever awesome rule of cool GM, Noir. Tell us who you are and where we can find you when you're not here.
Hey y'all, I'm Noir. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch and YouTube as the Noir Enigma. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram as Noir Enigma. After this, I'm going to bed. On Monday, I'm not doing anything. On Tuesdays, you can catch me at LFM Network, where I am in Degrees of Madness with the team from Perception Studios. So it's like Avenue Q plus Call of Cthulhu. So that's a good time.
You know.
Then Tuesday evenings, you can catch me over on Anita's channel, Critical Misses, where I GM Magpie's mask game called Second City Saviors. On Wednesdays, you can find me over on Black Cats Gaming, where we're playing a game called Hex Protocol, which is run on the Spy game system, and we're playing with the creator Sam Levy. So that's dope. Check it out.
Nice.
On Wednesday evenings, you can find me over on TPK Roleplay, where I'm in a Call of Cthulhu game, where I play a big angry barbarian who just walked away from his son for a minute to go murder Strahd. So that was emotional.
Not a big deal.
On Thursdays is generally when I run our reruns of The Lonely Thrones, the campaign that I've been running, the campaign setting I've been running for the past 20 years. And we just had some major announcements yesterday. We're officially part of the Roll20 Spotlight program.
Nice.
And we'll be doing the show live, and it has a new name now, Kingsguard. More information on that as it comes out. On Fridays, you can catch me over on Chromatic Chimera for our Zyhander game, Bloody Portrait. Saturday mornings over on Critical Misses for Morning Ritual, and then Sundays right back here where the rule of cool wins, because you guys have some crazy ideas and I can't not have them happen.
I mean, you gotta do something when none of you, like, half of us don't have opposable thumbs. So
I also have this weird thing where I can't not roll anything but 20s, I guess.
Swear to God, it's been going on. Y'all jacked this dude's robe. I'll never understand.
When that robe comes in handy way the hell later
moment.
on. Yeah, and when Phaedra looks lit.
Hey, that robe better be something. I'm casting Identify on that robe.
Yeah. It's like totally not silk. It's like faux. So,
right? I would be so
he totally lied about how nice it was.
It's sateen, like it's not actually.
Yeah, it's not actually. Yeah. I love it. Well, gang, I'm Dot. Thank you so much for being here with us today and sharing your Sunday evening with us. We're gonna go raid another channel. If you want to check out more of what I do, you can catch me here every Wednesday for Kobold Chats, where we chat Kobold Press. Sometimes it's me just being weird and we build characters, and then sometimes I have really important guests on that, Like Mark Meir, who made me, look shameful. So here we go. Other than that, when I'm not working for Kobold Press, the best place to find me is, of course, this little red dot everywhere. And right now I'm working on a podcast called Stitch of Fate. So if you like VTM, you should check that out. Mark's actually a part of that as well. And, I'm around. I got something coming to Troopers channel. I got Thursdays, Divine Shenanigans. So the easiest thing to do is go hit a social media of your choice. And you'll find me there. Other than that, we will see you all next week. Same Kobold time, same Kobold channel, right here for the full-on dumpster fire that is Into the Southlands. And
Rage!
until next week, everyone. Bye-bye.